Perfect song, Tyler, our producer. Welcome back. There is a great way for women to learn what's going on under the hood of a car this weekend, including how to make sure your tires get you where you need to go. Sun Valley Automotive owner Crazy Terry Bias shows us how you can keep yourself and your family safe.
Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Today's tip's about tire maintenance, how to check a tire, how to fill it properly. Okay, so as we can see, we've got a low tire. We probably saw that a month ago and said we'll fill it, but like everything, we let a day go by. Next thing you know, we got a problem. Properly check a tire, remove the valve cover, got a tire gauge, simply put it on there, and it'll read the pressure down at the bottom in PSI, pounds per square inch. We can see here that this is so low, it's barely reading. There's probably 10 pounds in it at best. So how do we properly inflate it? Well, we're going to need an air chuck. Go down to the local store or come by the shop. We'll use this tool to inflate it. And that sounds like that's all we need to do. But we need to know how much to inflate it to, because overinflated is just as bad as underinflated. We can look at the tire, and on here we're going to find a cold pressure rating rated in PSI. And it's going to say anywhere from 32 to 80 pounds depending on the vehicle. We'll want to find that so we know the maximum inflation cold. We're going to look until we find the load rating, and here we find the maximum PSI is 44 PSI, pounds per square inch cold. We don't want to fill it any more than that, but we don't want to underfill it either. We want to fill it to 44. So it seems like checking the air pressure is no big deal. It's not. It's really simple to do, but we want to make sure we got the correct pressure. How do we find that? Let me show you. We open the door and we locate the sticker. It's usually right here. It could be down on the lower rocker, but it's on the driver's side. And after we look around, we'll see right here it says 35 PSI. That's the pressure that the tire requires that was sold with the vehicle. But if you change the tires later to a high-performance tire, mud and snow or anything else, look at the cold pressure on the side of the tire to make sure you're properly inflated. This could be 35 today, but we get a performance tire, it's 44, 45, or even higher. We'll want to make sure we're inflating the tire properly. A couple of things you're going to need if you're checking your own tires: tire gauge and a rag, because you are going to get a little dirty. If you don't want to do that, I don't blame you. Bring it to the shop, we'll check it for you. We'll do a whole inspection on the vehicle if you like. We'll check the tires, make sure you're safe. This can save you a lot of time and keep you safe. Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Thanks a lot.
And of course, we've got Crazy Terry Bias right here in our studio to tell us about another free car care class for women. You've been doing this since May now?
Yep.
It's going well. But really quickly, on that video, I didn't even know until I was coming out to shoot this with you guys that's what that sticker was. I've never read that little sticker on the door.
Yeah, it's on every vehicle, but again, if you change the tires and it's a different pressure, usually higher because it's a better tire, then that pressure now changes.
Right.
So we have an old car in the shop right now, it's 26 pounds of pressure back in the day, but it's got 35 PSI tires on it now.
So that's kind of confusing then. If you look at that sticker, you might actually be doing the wrong thing for your tires.
Yeah, you can get some big truck tires that are 80 pounds, but the sticker could say 55.
Wow.
So you really got to know that, and a lot of people don't know it.
Well, this package, and we're going to do more in the future, came out of your first car care class for women. You first told me about that. I got so excited. I think I've taken the class now twice. And every time I learn something new because there's so much information. But what are the most frequently asked questions you get?
Really, it's a bit overwhelming, so it's not so much the questions, because once we start going into it, it's like, wow, I just didn't know there was that much to it.
Right.
So there's the common brake squeaks, you know, certain maintenance items, but again, for the new person sitting down in the class, once they get hit with that, a little bit of questions, you know, a lot of customer related questions on just not getting ripped off, or what, dispelling myths and rumors.
Right. And again, it's going to come up this Saturday. It's from 9 to noon. You need to sign up because the spots go really quickly. One of the things I really love about it too, and next time we'll show some more video of this, is you take the women out into the bays and you can get up under the cars and see what's going on. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. A lot of people haven't been under a car, and you get to look at it from the classroom, some pictures and hands-on stuff, and then we tie it together when we go out in the shop.
Yeah.
So that's really important because now it's there live, and it's like, wow. So you get to see all the grease, the broken parts, all the things that we got to deal with. And,
right. And then you see how much work goes into it because as we've talked before, I know when I got my last bill on my last car, I was like, ah! It wasn't the parts, though. It was the labor involved in getting to what needed to be fixed.
Right. It's a lot of times 6, 7, 8 hours labor is nothing today, 12, 15 hours, and you just don't see that.
Right.
Your car's taken away, a day or two it's brought back, and wow, look at how much. But welcome to our world. So if we got engines out or trannies out, it's great for the ladies to come by and actually see that, whatever's going on at the time, because most everybody says, I just had no idea it was that intense.
Exactly. Yeah. And the other thing, too, is it's always good if somebody, to get a second opinion. We tell people to do that with their health. Do it with your car as well.
It's hard, though. If you tow the vehicle around to keep getting a second opinion, you're going to spend more on the tow truck than you are the repairs. So I think it's just common sense. Listen to what you're being told. Ask to see. Show me. I can give you your old parts back. It could be somebody else's parts. So there's a lot of ways you can get taken, but you got to feel comfortable with the people you're dealing with.
Exactly. Well, to learn more about all the things that are car related, the Knowledge is Power, Take Charge of Your Vehicle service is a free class for women being offered by Sun Valley Automotive. It's on North Rancho at Craig, and the class is this Saturday from 9 until noon. I've got